G'day guys, Damo here, and welcome to another Round the Fire video. To all the subscribers, welcome back, and if you're new to the channel, g'day. So guys, I'm just out here having a camp with the family, and I thought I might do a quick rundown of the damages that we sustained with the Raptor whilst we're up in Cape York. So I know a few people asked through the previous series of the I think it's five videos there of Cape York. I got a few questions about, you know, how did the Raptor hold up, how did bits and pieces hold up. So I figured I might do a quick walk around. So I guess I'll start from the front really, and to be honest, everything up under here, we'll start with engine. Everything for the engine, not a problem. There was enough power to get us through the tracks, do everything we needed to do. Car didn't really feel stressed at all. We had the new Snorkel on here. That's a platinum mechanical Snorkel with the little 8-inch or 12-inch kink in there. There we go. It's the first time I've ran one of these stainless style snorkels, so I wasn't really sure about it, to be honest. I was up in arms about it, about getting one, but they're really the only ones available on the market right now for a Raptor. But as you can see, I'll give you a look. That's the airbox, and I haven't cleaned that since we came back from the Cape, and that was probably a couple of months ago now. I mean, they do have a little, down the bottom there, you can see that little screw, butterfly screw. That comes out for normal day-to-day driving. You should technically take that screw out and allow any moisture or water to flow out of your airbox there, but I've kept it in and it hasn't given me any problems whatsoever. Of course, the DP chip, that was on there the whole time. Didn't have a single issue with that. So I've been running the DP chip, power chip on there for 2 years now on the Raptors. So might be time to do another review on one of those. I've got this mongrel 9,500 pound winch. Bailey at Mongrel, thanks mate, sent me out a new a black fairlead cover. They look sick. They look really good. Very happy with the new LED headlights on the I think they came out on the later 19 models, and the 20 models now have all got the LED style. Way better, much better for out in the bush. I did crack this cover here. You can see that, just one clip off there. I was you probably see the scuff marks there. I was pushing through a track and I pushed the tree over, used it as a bull bar, and the rims, they're a bit dirty now, but every single one got gouged out. I found that the Raptor, with its stance and with those rims being fairly proud, a lot of the tracks that were rutted out, I was actually getting stuck in the ruts and just having to push a bit extra through. So they it made it a bit more difficult, I'd say, to pick which line I could take. So sometimes the line that was easiest, or appeared to be the easiest option, necessarily wasn't wide enough. I did get got a dent here in the passenger door. The wrap entirely held up well on this side. To be expected, the side steps took a bit of a beating. You can see along there, but I haven't managed to, in both the Raptors I've had now, this is, if you haven't been following along, this is the second Raptor I've owned. both Raptors, that's pretty much the first thing I damage on these trucks anyway, is those side steps. However, this, as opposed to the first one, I haven't bent the mounting brackets on this 20 model, so I don't know whether they've changed them or not, but they're doing good. Got the Rhino Rack batwing awning. It's got these plastic hinges, swivel brackets. So about midway through the trip, we had that set up. We'll camp down on the riverbank, and perfect day, and just a random gust of wind came through. Hadn't had it pegged down, and it picked the awning up and snapped two of those brackets. Now we're aware of it. I've gone to the store, bought a couple more spares, and they just stay in my toolbox. The this rack, I get a lot of questions, who makes this one? This is the Osroo rack. I got it from a company over in WA, so if you're looking online, it's the Osroo rack. What I've done with this one though is, you can see how it's a straight back there. The actual racks come with another piece down the bottom with two lights at the rear. I wanted enough room to be able to open the fridge up. So what I did was I cut that piece off, and then I've mounted the rack backwards. So this is actually the front of the rack, should be leading edge. I've just spun the whole thing around and put it on backwards, and the cutout section is up by the window, so just so it gives a neat sort of appearance. So that fared well for a fairly cheap racks, to be honest, and they're adjustable. We won't go into that, but what I've found is, with this mounted on, and I don't know whether it's because of the rack or not, but I've actually got a little bit of, see if you can see it there, the spot welds are popping out, and I've got a crack running up through the tub there, which the wrap on this side looks like it's stopping it. But I'm probably going to need to just take a drill and just drill a hole into that and see how it goes. The rear rims, again, gouged, big chunks out of these ones, but I didn't know they're actually forged rims, I believe. The wrap on this side, really good, held up. There's a few, I've got a bit of a scratches in there, held up pretty well. Oh yeah, almost forgot, I did lose one of the trailing arm covers, actually both. I lost both of the trailing arm covers off the bottom there eventually. So in can't remember which video it's in, might be Teletrack part 1. I lost one of those off there, found it and put it back on, and then by the time we got back from the end of the trip, it was gone. So they've been replaced. I did lose these covers off the toe assembly. Somehow they're just pressed in there. So if you've got a Raptor, just take a screwdriver, pull those out, run a bit of silicone on them, and that'll stick them in. This trailer plug assembly, I've actually broken 2 of those now. So this is the third one, brand new one on there, replaced by Ford. And while I'm at it, a big shout out to Nathan and the guys out at Motor Armour Ford in Maruka. Those guys at the service department there, pretty much I can go in there and just be straight faced with them and say, hey listen, this is what I've been doing, this is what's broken, is that a warranty issue, can it be covered by warranty? And 9 times out of 10 the guys fix it straight up, and it's pretty much everything's been covered under warranty. So it's, before I even add an accessory, I'll phone the guys up and say, hey listen, I'm looking at doing this, and Is it going to void my warranty? And if you can find a good service team like those guys are at Motorama, again, not sponsored, but shout outs due where a bit of credit's needed. So thanks guys, that's really good. I did rattle out one of these, bit of dust in there now, number plate lights. I need to glue that back in, something I haven't done. Tailgate fared up fairly well actually while we're here around the back. The dual battery system, not a problem at all. With the lithium battery that I've replaced into that now, I barely, in fact I can't even remember the last time I've put a solar panel up. I've got a video of how to install that dual battery system. I'll probably put a tag up there, a card up there to link to it. These front runner drawer sets, the Cub Pack drawer set, these things were brilliant, didn't move. The only thing I've managed to do is, I'll give you a look, I'll just get that drawer out. So on these front runner drawers, the only thing I've managed to do is that screw there, the riv nut's pulled out from how I've got it mounted, and I've fixed that one time before and replaced the riv nut, and it's done it again. So I'll have to look at something else how to fix that. So I did get a fair bit of scratching in the wrap. You can see there it's taken a fair beating in the wrap itself, and it started to peel. It was catching dust up in the top there, and sort of doing it on both the corners there. It's catching dust, but it's pretty much, I mean, you wouldn't be rubbing dirt into your paintwork like that if you didn't have it on. And again, it started to peel and catch dirt up in there. So it sort of lasted a 2-week trip. I kind of would have hoped that that wrap wouldn't have peeled after only one trip up to the Cape, but I mean it is what it is. It did that. I found this setup to be really good. Just a little short antenna, keeps you fairly low. I didn't knock it on anything. It worked good up there, gave me plenty of range, had no issues with any of that. And again, the front rim, you can see how much that's taken a beating. That's about all that went wrong, other than a few little gouges on the guards just from scuffing trees, which gives you a good indication of how well the wrap held up. But I think I've given it a little bit of a bash, more than its 10-year warranty and self-healing capabilities could handle, I suppose. I now know that I can definitely get away with doing say 5 to 6 day trips, 6 day resupply 7, sort of resupplying on that 6 to 7 day mark, with fuel and water. So I carry 40 litres of water and an additional 40 litres of fuel on the truck. So that gives me that little bit of extended range, and we do pick up, we do source water while we're out. About the only thing that I can think of right now, which I'm probably looking is lacking, is as good as that, as good as the suspension is, the fact that it's soft makes it so comfortable. But the fact that it's soft, you can probably see now on the vehicle how the difference between the rear guard and rear tyre versus the difference between the front guard and the front tyre. The height difference is noticeable to me anyway. So something that I'll probably do is I'll look at changing those springs out, I think. And right now, because I don't have a bar on the front, the winch and everything's quite light, I'm probably just going to go with the 2-inch lift springs on the front, just a 0 rated 2-inch lift. And then for the rear, more than likely I'm thinking now I'll go about a plus 350 on the back. So I think that should get the job done. I'm trying to stick to the lower side of stiffening it up, because I really don't want to lose that ride comfort. So it's taken me a long time to even decide to do it. I've been pushing with the build to keep it as light as possible to not do that, because you've got a lot of money worth of suspension under these trucks. But if you're seeing the video within the first hour, I'm usually there behind the keyboard answering your questions, so jump on. I'll have a yarn with you as well, I don't mind. But either way guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.